You are welcome to Fliptv newspaper front page review. My name is Elizabeth Akbati. The Punch. Makinde orders to fight for PDP's ticket. Page 2. Party zones 2027 ticket to South. Obi may consider PDP return, say obedient. APC insists opposition will lose in 2027. ECOWAS to raise $2.5 billion for 260,000 man counter-terrorism force. Military retires demand pay rise, national honors. Despite FG's promise, Ekiti, Ondo federal roads still impersonable. Power generation stock at 5,500 MW at Bielsa gets regulatory authority. 13% derivation fund eases oil producing state debt by 611 billion naira. NAS vows critical assets shut down over ASU strike threat. External reserves projected to hit $45 billion by year end. And that's all for the Punch. Platform Times. Gambari raises alarm. Over 1,000 terrorist groups operating across Africa. PDP confirms Damangums as substantive chairman ahead of November's convention. Customer flees criminal charge against Sterling Bank over alleged fraudulent deduction. Court stops Governor Abiodun firm from taking over Ogun community 15,000 acres of lands. 1 killed in Abuja, building collapse as fire service warns against safety violation. 7 killed, 8 injured as terrorist attack Southern Kaduna community despite peace pact. Atiku Mak Malaye dumping PDP blessing in disguise, governor says. Libya police raid migrant prostitution hideout, arrest 36 Nigerians and Chadians. Abeokuta landlord petitions Abiodun over Okada riders, street traders takeover. Benue government rescues 11 children sold for 30,000 naira each in Edo State. Daniel to Vanguard. Others react suspension story or face cuts. And that's all for the Platform Times. News Direct. PDP zones 2027 presidency to South, Damangum confirmed as chairman. As NEC decisions aligns with Wike's 2022 G5 recommendation, ex-presidential candidate warns of party disunity constitutionally risks. Nigeria have already rejected the PDP, says APC on page 12 of News Direct. Race for now, Awujale begins as Ogun governor meets with kingmakers. Governor Adeleke behind local government workers continued strike, withheld allocations in Osun, APC alleges. FNITCC 2025, Fidelity Bank says to hold strategic panel on unlocking capital. International syndicates behind crude oil theft in Nigeria, Ojulari NNPC Limited GCEO. And that's all for News Direct. Daily Independent. Excitement over FG wanes as it faces investment challenges. Only 5 million subscribers connected in 3 years, Mafab Doman says. FAAC 2 trillion naira record surge linked to fiscal reforms, oil windfall. Terrorism threat can't be tamed in isolation, says Tinubu. You failed your party. Nigerians APC mocks PDP's government on page 7. Lawyer hails Mba's transformative leadership giant strides in 2 years on page 29. Nigerian Brazil set for direct air link on page 6. PDP government tackles ADC for criticizing their Zamfara meetings. SSANU accuses FG of introducing salary disparity in university system. And that's all for the Daily Independent. Blueprint. PDP affirms Damangum substantive chair, zones presidential ticket to South. Israel hits Gaza hospital, killing at least 20, including 5 journalists. Over 1,000 terror groups operate in Africa, Gambari says. CVR. INEC reads Riot Act as exercise records glitches in Kwara. Ozen Kome, other lawyers hail Umba, governor reduces Enugu's crime by 80%. NDLEA arrests drug kingpin, 5 others over South Arabian drug case. Fidelity Bank conveys strategic panel on export financing. World Cup qualifier, Rwanda arrive Uyo September 3. And that's all for the blueprint. Nigeria, 1.37 million Nigerians pre-register in 1 week, says INEC. 13 persons, including 5 journalists, killed in Gaza hospital strike. Crisis looms in varsities over salary structure review. SSANU warns against introducing disparity as FG plans 100% increase for ASU. 1,000 insurgency groups operating in Africa, Gambari says. And that's all for this Nigeria. The Guardian. Atiku signals interest as PDP heads for showdown with Tinubu. Tinubu seeks stronger Nigerian Brazil ties inks Basa deal. NDLEA boss drug cartel that formed Nigeria's pilgrim in Saudi Arabia. U.S. defends new social media vetting for visa applicants. Family laments poor emergency response as woman dies in Lagos Lagoon crash. 795 financial institutions among 1,369 firms facing data breach probe. Southwest leads in new voters exercise as Southeast records lowest turnout. And that's all for The Guardian. The Daily Trust. 2027 PDP shuts out North. How drug syndicates frame 3 Nigerians detained in Saudi Arabia. World Awusa Day celebration holds today. Umar's others flag FG Israel deal amid heightened Gaza attacks. Osun leads as 1.3 million voter registers in 1 week. FG issues fresh flood alert to 9 northern states. ECOWAS to rise 260,000 counter-terrorism bridges. Residents flee as bandits attack Niger and Kwara. And that's all for the Daily Trust. First Daily. Atiku drops bombshell, confirms 2027 presidential run. PDP zone ticket to South, but ex-VP insists in his race. Flood devastates Yobe, 7 killed, thousands displaced. Crude theft, NNPCL raises alarm over global syndicate. 1.3 million Nigerians register online as physical voters capture begin, says INEC. ASU gets up for a national rally Tuesday. Strike looms. Obi hits Tinubu government. 10,000 Nigerians killed in 2 years. Nigeria ranks second globally for people without electricity. RE boss. 2027. INEC sets August 30, 2026 deadline for voters registration. And that's all for First Daily. The Nations. PDP knocks out Saraki Bala from 2027 presidential race. Wike zoning to South vindicates me. Jonathan Makinde Obi on the radar. On tertiary institutions, workers lament non-payment of salaries on page 3. Nigerian-Brazil Air Link begins. Tunji Ojo, Ezekwelesi differ on president's economy reforms. Man seeks suspension over customs 4% FOB charge. Ojulari oil theft through pipeline bust altered. That's all for the newspaper front page review with Fliptv. My name is Elizabeth Akpati. Thanks for stopping by.